Hello, hello.
Yeah, hello. Hello.
Yeah, Vivek.
Yeah, hi Harish,
Hi,
how are you?
hi Vivek.
Hi, Vivek. Hi, Rajiv. Yeah, we are going to, we'll continue. I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Uh, Today we are going to connect our SAP Cloud Connector to our SAP BTP and then to our on-premise system. Okay. Yesterday we have seen the introduction to Cloud Connector. If you remember, yesterday we have seen the introduction to Cloud Connector. What does the Cloud Connector does is it's like a mediator between our on-premise system and our SAP Cloud Platform, which is nothing but our SAP BTP. Okay. Today we are going to connect this Cloud Connector to our BTP to our BTP, then to our non-premise system. Okay. Now, as we have already installed the Cloud Connector, if you don't install, you can go through the link from here and you can download the Cloud Connector. Yesterday, I have shown how to install the from where to download the Cloud Connector. If you don't have the Java Virtual Machine, first you need to download the Java Virtual Machine and then you need to install the Cloud Connector. Okay. The initial username and password for for the Cloud Connector is administrator and the password is manage. Okay, when you log in for the first time, it asks you to change the password. You need to set the password of your own. Okay, today, now, yesterday we stopped at the middle because I changed the password but I forgot. So today I reset the password. Now let's log in into our, I'm closing everything. Okay, now I am logging into that HTTPS localhost 8443. This is the localhost URL that you need to use if you want to log in for Cloud Connector. Once you install, you can directly load this URL. Then you can directly log into the Cloud Connector. The username is always administrator. Okay, and the password is for initially it's managed, but I have changed it. So the password I'm entering and I'm trying to logging in. Okay, along with that you need to log into your trial account as well. Hana trial dot on demand dot com. Okay, so I'm logging into my trial account. Okay, now we are at the overview page. Now, before that, we need to connect our BTP account to the Cloud Connector. Means we need to define the sub account in our Cloud Connector. If you see, this is the Cloud Connector URL. Once we log in, you can see the you can see a page like this where you need to define your sub account first. Okay, you need to give all your BTP account details here so that it get connected to our BTP account. Okay, before that, if you see if there is any cloud connector connected to your account, no, there is no cloud connector connected to this sub account. So before the so we need to connect this sub account to the cloud connector. Okay, uh, now the first option that is asking is region. How you will get the region? Region means which region you are going to use while when we are creating the trial account. It might be asking you to select a region. Whatever the region that you have selected there, you need to select that region in cloud connector. If you didn't remember what you have selected, you can see this API endpoint, and if you see the US10, this is the code of your region. So you need to select this US10 from your value help. Okay, when I'm selecting US10 and just enter US10 here, and you can see there is one option to US10. Okay, select that, and you need to give your sub account ID. This is the sub account ID. You need to just copy and paste it over here. And the display name, you can give it any name. So right now I'm giving Harish BTP account. Okay, and login email, you need to give the login details and password what you have used here to when you are try to logging in. Okay, I'm giving my details. Okay, I have entered all the details, but now I'm trying to save. uh, Rajiv and Vivek, are you here? Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, I can.
Yes,
Okay,
Harish.
okay, okay. Means I didn't get any response, so I don't know whether you are listening or not. Okay. Maybe some issue with the ID, so I'll use a different one. Okay. Okay, I need to change all these settings as well. I'm logging. Yesterday also I tried with this ID, but I don't know why it's not working. So I'm using my different ID.
Oh, this is RDP.
Yeah, this is RDP. This is the server that is given by your what you call your
Yeah, okay.
institute.
Okay, okay.
Okay, because we are connecting our on-premise system now, so that's the reason
Yeah.
I'm using RDP.
Yeah, they have sent a mail also. I
Yeah.
have checked it, but it was not working. I'll check it later today.
Okay. Once you got the server access, you try to install the this cloud connector to your BTP account. Then you can use the services in from your on-premise system. Okay.
Okay. One more thing, Harish.
Yeah.
I went through that 9 and 10 videos.
Okay.
Ninth video, I can't hear anything.
Ninth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, uh, there was some problem at the on the ninth video. Actually,
Okay.
audio was missing
Yeah, correct. And 10th,
only for the last 10 or 15 minutes, right? Not completely.
no, from start it was not there.
Okay, what was the ninth class is about?
Wait, I'll tell you. That routing and navigation.
No, no, no. Routing and navigation. We
Ninth,
done
no,
long
no,
back,
no.
right?
Passing data from one view to another view.
Okay, using models.
And yeah, and
Yeah,
fragment.
what you do is you see, even though if the audio is not there, you try to do it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
And in 10th one,
The
the
voice is coming double.
yeah, correct.
See, there are many issues. See, because now, right now, I think for this today's class, I don't think so. You will get the resound because yesterday, now I'm using two laptops. One is for recording and one is for teaching the class. Okay,
Yeah, okay, okay.
so I'm doing this for the first time, so that's the reason. And again, if I record the session, it will only record the browser video. It will not record the
Ah,
computer screen. So
okay.
again, that is also another issue.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give you the best video as possible. But even though I'm doing all the settings, but still again, some in some place we are failing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in the cloud connector, you need to give the sub account details here. The region is same, display name is Harish BTP account, and the login email and the password. Okay, now I'm trying to save it. Vivek, had you done that exercise which I have given you on Thursday, last Thursday?
Yeah. Up to eighth video, I have done everything, Harish.
Okay, whatever you are seeing, you are doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
ninth and tenth video, I did not.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. You can do whenever you are free, even on Saturdays or Sundays, or okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This weekend I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, now we have connected our cloud connector to this SA sub account. Okay. Now we need to check in our BTP whether the cloud connector has connected or not. So if you go to the cloud connectors, you will see a cloud connector added here. See, we have added that connector id is this, and we have connected, this is the time and initiated by my id version, java version, inactive. See, whatever the java version that you have in your system, it will automatically shows up here. Okay. Now, what is the next step is we have connected our BTP account to the cloud connector. What is the next step is we need to connect our on-premise system to cloud. With the help, we have already connected our BTP account with the cloud connector. Now we need to connect our cloud with on-premise system with the help of cloud connector. Okay, the backend backend system that we are going to use is ABAP system. Okay, let it be. And protocol is http, let it be. And internal host, now you need to give internal host number. Okay, how we'll get that internal host? Just log into your SAP logon pad and navigate to the system which you are going to logging in, and take the properties. If you see this application server, this copy this one, and you need to paste it over here as an internal host. And internal port, how you get this internal port is, first you need to first logging into the system, there is one T code where you can find the uh, where you can sorry where you can find that port number best, and the password is welcome 123. Okay, this is the id. Now there is one transaction called s s simcm or
SCICM. CM.
scicm scicm. No, not the one we'll see in the ppt. Smicm. Yeah, I entered correct only, right? Smicm. Yeah, this is the one. If you see here, display all, not the one, I think this one. If you click that services button here, you will see the list of ports. And http, the service port number is 8007. You need to give that 8007. Okay, 8007. And this is the internal host and this is the internal port. Then click on next. Okay, now you need to give the virtual host number. Virtual host means we are giving a masked name for our internal host, because if you use this internal host, it always appears on the url, which is not. So we are using a masked uh, host which is called as virtual host. So you can give here any name. Right now I am giving as harish dot server. Okay, This is the name of the virtual host I'm using. Okay. uh, Click on next. Pre- Let it be use virtual host. Yes. Now description, you can give any description. Okay, and next, uh, you need to check here because we are using the internal even though we are using the virtual host, but we are asking to check internal host. I'm finishing it. Okay. As soon as when you added this, if you see the check result, means it is able to reach the able to reach our on-premise system. So that's why the status is reachable. Now if you want to check again, you can check by clicking here. It's processing and it will give you a green symbol, means it's able to reach the server. Okay. Now you need to add the resources. What is resources means, what are all the resources that you are allowing, means when I'm using from the BTP, what are the resources that you are allowing. Means this cloud connector is responsible for connecting our on-premise system to uh, or BTP system, right? This is the mediator. Now, what are the resources that you need to allow? Means we are using only for OData purpose. So whenever we are calling an OData, we are calling the service. So that resource only you need to uh, allow. Okay. For that, you need to add the resource path, URL path. Okay. For that, you need to pass SAP hash OPU by OData. Okay. Whenever you are calling an OData service, the initial URL that gets called is SAP OPU OData. That's the reason we are giving this. You will see when we call the OData service. Just remember this, and we are allowing all the paths and subpaths. Means after anything you are allowing, we are not allowing only this path. After this OData, anything that you call, we are allowing the user to call. Okay. So I'm clicking paths and all subpaths. Okay. Now I'm saving it. Okay. Now we have connected our cloud. Now we have configured our on-premise system in cloud connector. Now you need to configure your on-premise system details in BTP. Okay. So for that, you can directly go to this section called connectivity, and you have the subsection called destinations. Okay. Previously you can add only from here. Okay. You need to create a new destination, or you can import the destination by in the form of text file or Excel file. You can just import it here, but this is the big process. You need to fill all these details. Because of the business application studio, our life become little bit simpler. So we'll directly add from the business application studio itself. Okay. If you are doing it from here, you need to remember several settings, but if you do through the business application studio, it will automatically create all the settings for you. Okay. If you go to here, there is one option called service center. Okay. And if you see which system you want to connect, I want to connect an SAP system. So I'm opening the SAP system. Okay. Add system, we are adding one system. Okay. What is the system name? This system this name you can give anything. I am giving as S4 HANA. Okay. S4 HANA. And system description, you can give anything. uh, S4 HANA system. URL, you need to give URL. What URL you need to give? You need to give the virtual host URL. It should start with HTTP because we have told that we are going to use HTTP protocol, and followed by your virtual host name. What is our host name? Harish dot server. Okay. And you need to give the port number 8007. This is our port number. And we are selecting the system type. We are using the ABAP services. So that's the reason we are not changing here anything. And SAP client, what is the client ID? Okay. If you open, see this 800 is our client, so I am just giving 800 here. and the proxy, we are using the on-premise system. So I'm selecting on-premise system, and it's a authentication method means we are logging into the backend system using the cloud. So you need to give the backend ABAP system details here. What is the username that we are using? The username is best. So let's give best. And what is the password? You need to enter that here. Welcome 123. Okay. Welcome 123. Okay. Now we have given our password, and the type of product is S4 HANA. We are not using any cloud system, or we are not using any SAP SuccessFactors, Ariba, Concur, Fieldglass. Okay, we are using SAP S4 HANA. So I'm adding it. Once you add it, it will automatically gets added here. What is the name of our system? We have given the name as S4 HANA. If you open, it will show up all the OData services. Why it's not showing up?
Harish,
Yeah.
if you add from Business Application Studio under Service Center, you are
Hmm.
adding the system detail.
Yeah.
Okay, even if you add from trial home, uh,
Yeah.
you will see the
See.
same thing, correct?
Yeah. See. Uh, Once you refresh, see, we have added here the destination. We have created a destination here, right? Once you go here and refresh, you will be able to see the destinations automatically created, because the once you created here, it automatically reflects here as well in the destination section. We'll see that now. Okay. But why in the destinations nothing is created? Huh? Okay, we have created in another, not in this one, so that's the reason. Okay, see, we have created in another one. I have already logged in another one, right? So we need to add in this ID. We have I have added in that ID, so I need to add in this ID. Once I add here, it automatically shows up the destination here. You don't need to create a destination, you need to add the properties. Okay, you can directly create it from here. Okay. See, give the virtual host details. This is how to connect BTP to on-premise system and create the destination in BTP. Navigate to the destination section in subsection. Okay, provide all the details of your on-premise system. Click on check connection to test the connection. Okay, these are the steps if you are going to create the destinations from SAP BTP. SAP BTP overview from sorry from this screen, from from this screen overview, we can call cockpit. Okay, from cockpit screen, if you create the destinations, you need to click on destination and you need to give all these details. Okay, so right now we are trying to do it from business application studio only. And the next, see, working with OData model. Today we are going to use the OData model. What is the or what is the OData model? An OData model is a client-side representation of OData service. Whenever you call an OData service, the data that comes in the form is called the OData model. Okay, means it's a client-side representation of OData service. The OData service is from the server. Once you receive it to the front end, that representation is the OData model. Okay, it is a protocol that allows for the creation and consumption of RESTful APIs for data access and manipulation. See, OData is a protocol, means if you want to create or update or delete anything from the database, this is the this OData service, or creates an API which you will use for data access and data manipulation. Data access means when you are reading the data from the server, that is called data access. Manipulation means if you are updating, if you are creating, or if you are deleting the data from the database, that is called as manipulation. Means this OData service creates an API that you will use in our SAP UI5 application for the data access and for the data manipulation. Okay. Now, today we are going to introduce OData in our applications. Meanwhile, we have just discussed how the layout looks, how we are going to do the validations, what are all the different UI controls. But now we are not going to use the data which is hard coded. We are going to get the data from the database instead of hard coding the data. Okay. Now I have this started.
Harish,
Yeah.
I gone through one SAP blog.
Okay.
So SAP has released embedded theory. What is that? Any idea?
Yeah, see, embedded, it's not a new one actually, it's old one only. You are talking about embedded system,
Embedded theory.
embedded theory. What is embedded theory? I didn't hear about this.
That theory application system, which is separate other than SAP
Yeah, that is
application.
embedded system. Yeah, see, that is also we have that is also there in our course content. We'll means see, and right now the system that they have provided is embedded. Means you have the ABAP system and Fury system at one place. See, now this logon pad, you will this system is for combined both Fury as well as ABAP.
Mm,
In case of central hub repository, you will be having the two separate systems. One is
mm.
ABAP and the another
Very
one is
application.
Fury system. Okay.
So now
Means
what you
if
are
you are
saying is,
hmm,
mm,
yeah, tell me.
basically we will create the logic also here and also the theory catalog tiles also here.
Yeah,
Correct?
everything on one system. Whereas if you
Correct.
go for the central hub repository, where you will be having separate system for Fury
Separate,
and
separate.
separate
Correct,
system
correct,
for ABAP. In ABAP system,
correct,
what we'll do is we'll create our OData services. Okay, OData services,
correct,
and we'll register that OData services in our Fury system. And in the Fury system, we'll consume that OData services, and along with that, we also create the catalog, styles, groups, configurations, everything on Fury system. Okay, ABAP
correct.
system is just for creating the OData service. Okay, but right now we
Yeah,
are using the embedded development, that is provided by your institute. So it is an embedded system where you have two systems combined, Fury and ABAP. Okay.
yeah. Thank you,
Hmm.
Harish.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, now where is, yeah, now I'm adding a system. Client was 800, right? And the proxy is on-premise system. Authentication is basic authentication. Username is best. Password is, sorry, password is welcome. And the product that we are using is S4 HANA. Okay, I'm adding it. Once you add here, it shows up here. When I open this, it will show all the list of OData services. Right. Okay, let's refresh this screen. See, the destination is automatically created here. If you want to edit, See, this has created automatically. We don't need to add all these properties. Okay, when you click on save, it's getting saved. You need to check the connection. See, this is showing up this error. But generally, it should be connection successful. But right now, it's showing this error. But still, we are able to access the OData services actually. Gen Morning I tried, it was working, so I deleted everything and I wanted to show in front of you, but now again authentication error. Okay, let's
What is that
copy and
location ID?
location ID. You can remove. You can ignore that. It's not an important one.
Okay.
Okay, maybe the password is wrong. I think. Okay, let's see.
The system name is correct.
Yeah, everything is correct, but I don't know why. See, sometimes Harish.7. Harish.server is to 8007. Okay, internal host. Yeah, everything is okay. See, this is playing with us. I have tried and I deleted everything just to, I wanted to show you, but now it's not working. 8007 basic authentication, HTTP.
What is the error message you are seeing?
See, here it won't show any error message, but here it is showing. But even though this
But
error
it
is
shows
coming up,
cloud connector.
yeah,
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 it shows cloud connector.
yeah, this error is coming, but even though everything is perfect, but this error was showing up. Even this error was showing up, we are able to access these services actually in the morning. When I tried, I was checking whether everything was okay in the system. So when I was checking, it was working. It worked, but now I don't know. It's playing with us now again.
But you are connecting
Hmm.
BTP in Business Application Studio. You are registering the uh,
Destination.
destination ABAP system. Correct,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you will configure in BTP or you will configure in Cloud Connector?
See, what is the initial step? What we have did, we have defined
Yeah,
our sub account detail
BTP.
in
Yeah,
Cloud Connector. Okay.
correct.
Once we
Yeah.
connect our Cloud Connector to our once we connect our Cloud Connector to the BTP, then we are adding our on-premise system details in Cloud Connector. We are adding all the server details and all, and we are telling the Cloud Connector to allow only these resources. Once you have connected our on-premise system to uh, cloud, sorry, on-premise system to Cloud Connector. Now you need to register these destinations in our BTP account. This is where
Yeah.
we done. Okay.
So you gave virtual host name here, right?
Yeah, virtual
Not the
host.
internal host.
No, no, no.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll delete the destination and I'll try to create it again. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, Rajiv and Vivek. So what I'll try after this class, and I'll try to figure out what's the issue. If I get connected, we'll continue the class tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'll explain you what are the CRUD operations. Okay. See, whenever if you are doing any data manipulation, what are all the basic operations that we use? Can you tell Rajiv or Vivek what are the operations that we do to the data generally?
So usually you will modify the data,
Yeah,
you will display the data,
yeah,
or you will delete it,
yes.
or you will add it.
Okay, right. See, right now we are going to either create, we are going to either delete, we are going to read it, or we are going to update it. Okay. For that, in OData, we have a concept called OData. Okay, which we'll use to create the APIs. Okay, means we are going to create a RESTful APIs. Okay, this is generally done by ABAP developer, and once he develops it, you can use that create entity. Okay, once you create an entity set means it is the one which see, entity set means it will define the type of data. Suppose you have created a entity set called countries, means countries is the entity set. In that we are going to have the again five different types of methods. What are all those methods? Create entity, delete entity, read entity set, and update entity. Means you are going to either create the country, delete the country, read the country, update the country, or you are going to read all the entries from the country list. Okay, means entity set is meaning is that. Okay, it represents business model. Okay, create entity means whenever you are creating an entity set in OData, it automatically creates the five methods. What are all those five methods? Is create entity means you are going to create and record in the table. Okay, delete entity means you are going to delete and record from the table. Read entity means you are going to read only single record from the database table of countries or any other table. Okay, read entity set means you are going to get the multiple records. It's not limited to single record, it's limited to multiple records. Okay, you if you want to read all the entries from the table, then you need to use read entity, then you need to use entity set. If you want to use the if you want to read the single record from the table, then you need to use entity, that is read entity and read entity set. Okay, and update entity is for updating the data in the table only for a particular record. Okay, if you want to edit the data of one record on a table, you can do that by using update entity. Okay, these are the CRUD operations that we are going to perform using OData service. Okay. And the next is implementation using OData service. These are the different types of functionalities using the real backend data we are going to perform. Okay, we are going to consume the OData service to get the real backend data and perform CRUD operations from SAP UI5 application. What we are going to do is we are going to we'll create a custom table, and in custom table we are going to insert some data, and we are going to update, insert, delete. We are going to perform all the CRUD operations. Okay, and the next one, what we are going to do is we are going to get the backend data, and we are going to bind it that data to our combo box, radio buttons, list, and all tables. And we are also going to see the examples of property binding, aggregation binding, and element binding. Okay, and we are going to implement the F4 functionality. We have already created the value help to an input field, right? But for that we have used the local data, means we have copied the data from online and we have just use it as a model. But right now we are not going to use that. We are going to get the data from our database system. Okay, these are the steps, these are the four different concepts that we are going to develop using OData model. But right now our connectivity is there are some connectivity issues with the backend system, so we'll continue in the next class about this OData model. And the file upload and download functionality, we are also we also learn about the file upload and download functionality. See, file upload and download functionality is the crucial concept. Means whenever you are creating an application, suppose you are creating an expense claim application where you are means where you need to uh, reimburse your bills that you have incurred for your company. Suppose you went to a business meeting, and you there is some portal in your company where you need to reimburse your bills. So, and you need to add proofs. For that adding that proof, there has to be a functionality to upload and download the files. Because when you upload your files, but when it goes to your approver, means your manager, he has to see. For that he need to download the file. So file upload and file download functionality plays a crucial role in any of the application. Okay, from the local system to the application, and download files from the application to the local system. This functionality is most commonly used in applications that handle file management, document management, or any scenario where file exchange is required. Okay, nowadays all are become online. We are not going to submit the hard copies, so this file upload and download functionality is common in almost all the applications. So we are going to see how we are going to upload the file to the backend system and how we are going to retrieve it. Okay, charts in SAP UI5. Okay, we'll stop at this point. Once we'll come here, we'll do all these things. We'll try to complete this tomorrow, and we'll go to this file upload and download functionality on Monday. Okay, right now our system, let's check again if it's working. We'll complete this thing. Oh, let's check the connection. Edit. I enter the password. Welcome 123. Okay, I'll try to create a project. File new project from template. Let's see if if I'm able to access the system like this. Sorry. See here you need to select our system. Okay, now I'm connecting to a system. See here you need to select the type of system. I'm using S4 HANA. Okay, because we have created our system details with name S4 HANA, right? So I'm selecting that system, and see the selected system is returning an authentication error. Please verify the destination configuration. This is the error. Okay, I'll resolve this error and we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Rajiv and Vivek, you have any doubts?
No, Harish.
What about you, Vivek?